Alrighty, so my name is Janie Bodie. What we're going to be covering today is how to take swipe option trades. Swipe option is an app that comes with your IM Academy subscription. And honestly, it is the easiest way of making quite a bit of money, especially when you don't understand all the details about trading. So I will be sharing my screen. I am logged into my phone and I'm going to be sharing my screen very quickly. The other thing that you're going to see displayed on my screen is going to be my broker. You have a choice of using whatever broker you want. I am not affiliated with any specific broker. IM Academy is either not affiliated with any specific broker. The broker is your responsibility. However, we do share with you which one we're using, but there's no affiliation between the school and the broker. So I'm going to be sharing and if you're just joining right now, just use the little chat area to type out your questions, and then we should be good to go. So what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen on my phone. And it's important for you to note that you have to have swipe option turned on in order for you to be able to hear the trades coming in. So this is me just logged into swipe option. This is the last trade that is displaying. And if you look at this trade very carefully, what you're going to notice is the first thing is you've been given what we call an asset. CAD CHF is an asset. Okay. So you know that your currency trade is going to be between Canadian dollar and Swiss, the Swiss currency. And then the other thing you need to pay attention is you've been told the order type is put. This is going to become very, very important when we're taking the trade. And you don't have to worry about the time frame here. This is just data being given to you to tell you how the analyst looked at the trade. So this M15 means nothing for you, okay? The other thing that you need to pay attention to is the expiration time is 15 minutes. All that means is you're going to take a trade for 15 minutes. We're going to show you how to do that. You've also been given entry zones. These are the exact times or the price of where you can enter the zone. However, please remember, these are, even though they've been written in exact decimals, these are estimates, okay? So you can take this trade anywhere in the zone area of 0.75542 or 0.75540, okay? And the other information here that we've been given by the school is basically to show you on TradingView. TradingView is not affiliated with IM Academy. So if you're going to be using TradingView, it's not an app or it's not an application that comes with your package. It's something that you have to sign up separately. And so just know that. But right here, the analyst is just giving us entry zone. So they've basically drawn out and said, we really believe that we need to take a put around these highlighted numbers, which is a 0.75544 and 5542 and 40. Okay. So that's the only information you need here. So before we get out of this app and I show you how to take this trade, I want to mention a few things. It's very important for you to make sure that this application is going to sound when a trade comes in. So the way to make sure it does is look to your bottom right, you're going to see 3 dots. Bottom right, you're going to see 3 dots. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the wheel. Once I click on the wheel, you want to make sure that your email and phone notifications are on, okay? Make sure they are on. The reason why that's important is if you don't hear your phone, you might be able to hear your email. right? And also the other thing I like to do personally is I have notifications of traders that are part of the school. So I have turned on the traders that I normally attend. And what's happening here, as you're going to learn later on, is you actually get notifications when the traders are going live. Okay, so that's all you need there. So now, how do we take this trade? I will exit out of my phone, and I'm going to share with you my broker. Remember, we know that this is a put, and we know it's CAD CHF. We know that this trade is going to be for 15 minutes. And we also know around what price we need to be taking the trade for, okay? So I'm going to be logging into my CAD CHF is not a trade that I normally take personally, so I really hope my broker has it. But for now, I'm going to start broadcasting my phone, and I'm going to show you my computer screen in 2 seconds here, okay? So one moment. Screen. Alrighty. So right here is exactly what you need to be aware. So this is just an example of how a broker looks like. If you ever decide to use a different broker that is not ByteForex, then just know the process is the same. It is not different at all. So in this case, we're going to be looking for CAD CHF. Why are we looking for CAD CHF? Is because that's what we've been told has been evaluated by the analyst. The other thing we need to do is we need to change the time here to 15 minutes. Why? Our trade within swipe option told us that that trade is for 15 minutes. This is very important here when it comes to the amount, okay? When it comes to the amount section, you need to be only trading 2% of your entire capital found in your broker. Only 2% of your entire capital, not 10, not a random number. Why? Risk management is what makes people successful in trading. So if you're putting in $10, it means that you have $500 balance on your account, okay? So each trade must be about 2%. Anything more than that, you are playing with fire, because what happens here is if the trade doesn't go your way, then you're losing a little bit more money than you want to be losing, okay? For the sake of this experiment, we're only gonna put $1. Now, if you look back on swipe option, what you're gonna see is they did tell us that the entry zone is 0.75542. And right now, my trade is at 75413. So this number is not matching, right? So all I have to do is I just have to wait for this number right here to match what has been given to me on swipe option. If I can get that number to match or be around 0.75542, the only thing I need to do is click the put button. Okay, that's it. You're literally copying exactly what has been given to you. You don't have to make anything up. You don't have to do anything different. So if this trade was more recent, we would have been able to match those numbers, or at least come close. But it's been so long since this trade came in. I believe this trade came in at 11:46 local time. And so obviously the trade has moved away from the pricing. So once again, all you have to do is basically copy what's been given to you from swipe option. It is CAD CHF, okay? And then you put in 15 minutes here, because guess what? That's the number of minutes the analyst told you is actually going to be favorable for you. You only put 2% of your entire account here, and all you're waiting for is matching the numbers here, and you are good to go. I will show you another example, okay? I will show you another example. I'm gonna go back to my phone. Once I go back to my phone, I will pull up another swipe option. Okay. So it is very simple. Do not overcomplicate it. It's just copying the numbers that have been given to you by the analyst. So let's make an assumption that this trade came in just right now. But you can see right here, this trade came in 11:37 this morning, my local time. This time is going to be determined by your phone setting. Okay. So this idea is Euro CHF. This idea also says put. This idea is 15 minutes, and the potential entry points could be this, or in between the two. Now, what do you do with that information? You go to your broker. You're gonna go to your broker, and you're literally going to look for Euro CHF, which is right here. I'm just clicking on it. It also shows you that you clicked on it because it's up here on the top. Once again, this trade is 15 minutes. I'm just going to change this to 15 minutes. I'm going to put in only 2% of my entire account for the sake of this experiment. It's 1 minute, is $1. And I know that I just need to match the prices to 0.99301. So I just have to wait for this number to be 0.99301. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the put button. For the sake of just the experiment, I'm going to click on it right now. Okay. So I'm going to click on put. I'm making an assumption that this number is matching what the school has given me. So now this trade is on, it's moving, right? The trade is going to basically, once the time is elapsed, it's going to tell you if you made money or you didn't make money. How do you figure out you made money? You come right here on the bottom of the screen, and this is going to look different on different brokers. So just get familiar with your own broker. And you're going to see that there is an ID associated with the trade. There is the strike price where you got in. There is the expiration time. It's a put, and your order size is $1. And if you make money, it's going to show up on the payout. If I lose money, it's going to remain 0.00. If you want to figure out where your other trades are, you just click on closed, and then it's going to give you all your trades that you've done. Okay. Play around with these dates if you want to. If you want to look for trades that you took maybe a month ago, if you're not that old in the school, you can literally play around your broker. Nobody's going to really teach you from the school how to use your broker. This is something you just need to click around. Most of them are very easy to use. Okay. You're just selecting the currency, you're selecting the time, and you're clicking put or call. The way you know to click put or call is literally what you've been given on swipe option. So that is the end of the training. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording.